Hi, so 3 days ago, ADO contacted me and said, did I want an A20? And I said, yeah, sure, why not? Let's have a look at it. 3 days later, it's arrived. I said it took no time at all to deliver this. I'm really quite excited actually to get this out of the box. Hey Luke!
Yeah?
Come have a look at this! It's arrived, mate.
Oh, look at that!
There it is. Right? So that's the pretty picture of it. It's kind of cool, eh? It's supposed to be a folding city bike, electric-powered folding city bike.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting out and have a look at it. I mean, it's a pretty compact box when you think about when you get a bike delivered. You know, they're usually like this kind of size. You know, there's a lot of assembly to do with them.
Feel of it. Oh yeah, that's about as heavy as you'd expect it to be. I'm assuming the batteries go in here.
I don't think so. Yeah. Hey, the handles. It smells of new bike.
Does it? Oh, it does as well.
This is really exciting, man. Okay, let's get it inside and get out of the box.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
Come on, let's do it.
Now, before we take it out, it's got this sticker right here giving you a bit of information. Apparently, the net weight's 21 kilograms. It's something with PAS range. I imagine that's your pedal assist range. It says 80 kilometers. Electric range 60 kilometers. 38 volt battery, apparently. And the model is the A20. So that's actually considerable range, isn't it, if you think about it? And not that bad to carry, because remember, it's meant to be mobile. Okay, that's out. A lot of foam support, clearly protecting its delicate bits. That's really cute, eh? A motorcycle foam support. That's awesome. A lot of bikes arrive this way, obviously. Some assembly required, but not a huge amount. We just have to get all this protective gubbins off first. It comes with some really cute bits and pieces. So.
Oh, look
Little
at that.
battery-powered rear lights, got the little phone support there. Obviously charger, pedals, charging cable.
Speedometer.
Oh yeah, I mean, the look of this is really nice actually. It's a long toolkit. So, I mean, you know, it's a pressed steel spanner and some Allen keys, but I'm going to give it a go putting the whole thing together just using the toolkit without using any extra tools. We'll see what it's like. But just look at it, a nice finish. And I always judge these things by the quality of the weld. And if you look at this weld, there's your stack of pennies.
Beautiful.
It is, it's a nice weld, eh? So it feels pretty sturdy. That's actually a nice weld line on it. I like the general design of it. This matte sort of black finish is really nice. Obviously that goes up and down for height. So just taking the bit off as you inspect it, you know, and you have a look at these things, there's some nice little points on it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you see with the welds?
Yeah,
Nice,
all of them
aren't they?
welds are really beautiful.
Yeah, they are a nice weld. And the finish is really nice as well, actually. Just looking at it as it's come out of the thing, I mean, there's an awful lot of wrapping on it, which, you know, is a pain to undo an awful lot of wrapping. But to be honest, it really protects what's been delivered, so you don't get any scratches on it or anything like that. Even the mudguards have a sort of a nice sort of deco-y feel to them. You know, these can tend to be afterthoughts. So you just bung something on that's going to stop water spraying all over you. But there's a nice feel to the design of the mudguards, actually.
Yeah, they match the whole bike really nicely.
Like this.
It's using Shimano gears as well.
Yes, there's Shimano hub on there. We've got a gear selector is Shimano, again, nice and chunky. It's nice. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, check that. Yep, 7 gears on the back. Yep, 1 on the front, so it's a 7 gear, which is great. I mean, you've got to remember, it's a city bike that is pedal assist, so 7 gears is lovely. Front lights attached, so we obviously have a front and rear light that comes with it, which is cool. I mean, these are usually little bits and pieces you kind of have to buy, you know, you get a bike and they don't think about such things. So it looks like they've really thought about what it is that they're doing here. And like I said, I do like this spokeless design.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, and I'm guessing, as you say, this is obviously the fold right there where you're supposed to fold it up to make it transportable, and as Luke was pointing out earlier, that's quite neat actually, the way the pins go straight into there. So clearly the battery's in here, in this section here, and it connects there. Oh, set of keys. This, mate, really, it's got everything.
Ignition.
I don't believe it.
Well, it's an extra.
No, what I don't believe is pump.
A pump as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Little pump. So that is loaded with little extras, isn't it? That's quite impressive. Yeah, nice pump, dual pump. So it'll do a high pressure valve, it'll do a shredder valve. So and then it's one each. So there's your high pressure, there's your shredder.
Really thought of everything.
They seem to have put a lot of effort in, don't they? So I mean, clearly it's a bit of a flagship product for them because they have put an awful lot of effort into this. Nice sound. Positive locking sound when it locked in there, actually. Nice size. Here's our key, which I can more or less guarantee I'm going to lose. So, there's two. So I'll put one in the key cupboard and I'll keep one with me. So we've always got a key here. Nice brakes, disc brakes, front and rear. Lovely.
Sure, this locks into place as well.
Yeah, it's got that huge alley. I just want it opened really to have a look at it. So, and then we'll get it on the floor. I mean, the assembly of this is going to be a matter of sticking the handlebars in and sticking the seat in, and obviously the pedals don't come on, and that is going to be the assembly, which is pretty pathetic, really. Well, I mean that in the nicest possible way, because I've taken these out of the box before, and when it puts some assembly required, it is some assembly. With this, clearly we just open it till it clicks and stick in the wheels and stick in the handlebars, which is cool. I don't believe it. So as I was undoing this, I was thinking, yeah, that really has everything that you'd want. Yeah, there's a kickstand. It could do with the kickstand. But never mind, it's a nice bike. I'll go and get a kickstand. Very next thing I took off.
A kickstand.
Yeah.
I can say right away, actually, I'm really quite impressed. I mean, it's a really nice looking bike, even laid out like this. It's got kind of an almost motorbike look to it. Folds up, so we're going to be able to carry this around a little bit. The general design is really quite nice, actually. It's really quite cool. This finish is lovely. Just the packing quality is impressed me. No marks, no scratches, no dents, and of course, something arriving in a box, that's what you'd expect to a degree, because those boxes do get kicked around a little bit, but sufficient packing to keep that actually really in nice condition as it arrived, so that's pretty impressive. The thing that's kind of blown me away a little bit is just the thought that's gone into it. Now, all those extras that you would want, they're right there in the box, even down to the stupid kickstand, the bicycle pump, the lights, all that sort of stuff. Just sitting in there in the box for you, which is really cool. Okay, so even all we've done at the moment is take it out of the box. I have to say I'm pretty impressed. That is awesome. The putting it together really is just sticking the pedals in, handlebars and seat. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll set it up right and have a better look at it. Okay, so that's out of the box and put together. There's some really cool features actually. One took us by surprise was this thing. That's so cute. The pedals fold up. So this is in its open position. We've yet to charge the battery. Now you can charge the battery either inside the bike or outside the bike. And it did come with a setup and installation manual. To be honest, we didn't look at it. It was so obvious how to put the thing together, we didn't need to look. Anyway, let's give this a ride around and get the battery charged. Okay, I'm not shy about this. I'm fat and I'm old and I have arthritis here. When I was young, actually, I used to cycle a lot. I was part of the Halifax Star Wheelers, so an awful lot of cycling. And of course, when you're cycling, you throw your leg over the back there. I can't do that anymore. And it's one of the reasons I've been on a bike for so many years. So I really like this step through because I can get on the bike, which is just amazing, really. I tell you, it's been something like 20 years since I've been on a bike. Loving it, mate. That is awesome. It really has been that long.
Does it feel smooth?
Yeah, nice. You don't lose it, do you? That is awesome.
It's like riding a bike, mate.
Want to go?
I do actually, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's comfy actually. Well, you are a bike expert, mate. I mean, what you don't know about bikes isn't worth knowing.
Right, well, guess we should just pedal on.
Go for it, mate. Zip off there.
Oh wow, that's smooth.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really smooth.
Easy ride, eh? Yeah.
It's a serious.
Got a little BMXy thing going on there.
The gears work really nicely.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, usually you have to do a little bit of tweak with them.
Yeah.
First get a bike.
Yeah.
But the gears, yep, go straight through them perfectly. No,
Yeah.
no hiccups, no nothing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so that really was out of the box. We took it out, we put on the pedals, we slotted these 2 tubes in. That was it. Now we want to charge up the battery and see what it does under electric. But as a normal bike, nice. As a foldable bike, to be honest, it's maybe a little bit heavy, but then, you know, that's the way it is with these things. It folds up nicely, but it is 21 kilos, which is quite a weight, really. So some kind of strap, I think, is going to be needed with that. But then, you know what it's like. You pays your money, you take your choices. They've gone for a very attractive, sturdy bike. So it's not flimsy by any means. No. And that's going to mean weight. Anyway, let's get the battery charged. Okay, actually, I've got the battery pack out, but we keep discovering things about this. It's got seat suspension. As you ride over the bumps, the actual seat has suspension. That's so cool. Anyway, the battery pack has a little metal lock on it there, so it locks in place. You have to turn it 90 degrees, take the key out, and the battery pack will come out. This is a 36 volt, 10.4 amp hour, 374.4 watt hours lithium ion battery, and the manufacturer's sticker was 2021, 7th of the 7th, so that is a brand new battery pack. Now you get a choice. You can charge it either by taking the battery pack out like we've done, or you can charge it in situ, and that makes sense because there's the charge port and there's basically a mating hole in there and there's no connection to the battery. So it can be charged either in or out the battery. So we're going to put that on charge. Okay, so look at me, done up to the nines in my safety gear. Helmet, high vis, need some gloves. Now I've charged this up and I took it up to town because I was meeting friends for dinner. And I folded this up and the restaurant let me take it inside and put it by the table because although the price is really good, it is an e-bike and so it is expensive. But being able to do something like that with it kind of took a weight off my mind, hey, because I didn't have to bother locking it up. I just folded it up. They were happy to sit it by the table, which I thought was really cool. Now it's a 350 watt motor and it's controlled by this controller here. There's 4 speeds. 0 is like your basic bike, 1 is pedal assist, and 2 and 3 are actually throttle. 2 is the factory set 25 kilometers, 3 also does 25 kilometers unless you hack the controller when you can get it up to 35 kilometers. And I'm going to do a separate video on this controller actually because there's quite a few settings and there's a hack to do on it to get the higher speed out of it. So I'll do a separate video on the controller. But basically, 0, ride it like a bike. 1, you'll get the pedal assist kicking in. 2 and 3, a little bit weird because you have to give it a little pedal to get the throttle on and then you can use the throttle, but there's a setting that you can change where it's direct throttle control and we'll go into that later. On the whole, I mean, it has been a voyage of discovery. It's just been a ton of things I've been discovering about it as I've been using it. Now, I'm not interested in going up and down mountains. I basically just want to cross a city with it. So I'm going to take this up to London because I want to go out to Windsor and visit some Archimedes screw water turbines up there. And I'm willing to bet that this ADO A20, I'm going to be able to cross my city with it, no problem at all. And I just love that idea. So, going to be a couple more videos on this for sure. One on the hacking the controller and changing the controller, and then another one we're going to take it up to town on the train, see how it fares lugging it about, and use it for that travel in between bits and places on the last mile travel idea. So they did send me this, remember, to unbox and review. This has been the unboxing video, so we're going to do the review video separately because there's, I think, quite a lot to say about it. And on the whole, for the price, it's actually, I think, a really good bike. I mean, I have been thinking about this for a while, and the main issue for me is just, I'm fat and old. This seems to be answering my issues. It can be carted around, it can be folded up and stored really easily, helps me with my gammy hip, and I can get about on that last mile travel really easily. So I've enjoyed it so far, and there'll be a bit more on it for sure, because it's actually a nice device. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Look out for the next videos in this series, and please remember to like and subscribe.